Yo, what's good? It's Skano. So apparently, us FBA's been dropping the ball. We lacking out here. Let me get this right. So remember back when Trump was campaigning, one of his main talking points was the issue of immigrants, illegals slash immigrants, uh, taking black jobs. If y'all recall that, black jobs. Okay, let's fast forward to present day. We have the food industry in uproar, and all of a sudden now, all the immigrants, the illegals that they've been sweeping up, that occupied those, you know, positions in the food industry. Now all of a sudden it's this, like I said, this big gap, this huge void that has occurred because these companies, largely in the food industry, you know, like I said, like over 90% of their work base were illegals. So none of this makes sense to me. So now Trump now turns around, and from what I understand, he's bailing out these corporations, you know, and granting some leniency, you know. I'm saying to the illegals, tax cuts for these corporations, but the illegals, they like, hold on now, what we supposed to do, because I guess they thought a large majority of these positions would be filled by black folks. And I'm gonna be real with you, man. I'm gonna be real with you. I'll go back to the streets before you get me in them fields, picking oranges and potato and whatever. I'm not a lazy individual. I put in a hard day's work many a day. I'll be damned I get in them fields, man. And 100 something, y'all not paying enough. And additionally, that shit is too close to slavery. I mean, let's be real. I mean, a 9 to 5, a regular job is indentured servitude. You know, it's tolerable. But that shit right there is like slavery for real, man. Nah, I'm not doing that, man. That's like like I said, man. I give me some work. I'll go back to the streets before I'm not going in them fields. Get them immigrants and illegals back here. Get them back in here. We got food spoiling en masse, because no one's there to pick it, and harvest it. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all before, man, Americans are not doing that shit. Not for less than, probably $30 an hour. And let's be real, you're not getting $30 an hour to do that shit. I don't know what they were paying these illegals. They probably wasn't even paying them in real money for real. But it totally messed the game up, because Americans not doing that. Get them illegals back here. You know, somebody got to do this shit now. So, that's exactly what they're doing apparently though, real shit. They are, like I said, they're making exemptions for, a certain percentage of these illegals. And they're allowing them to stay so that they can perform these duties. Because like I said, Americans ain't lining up to do that apparently. So all this talk about, illegal immigrants, black people too, you black, MAGA supporters. I'm not talking about the ones that be wearing the hats and shit. Y'all something different. I'm talking about just people that voted for Trump. You don't need to feel ashamed for that. The The ones that's wearing them hats and shit, though, y'all, like I said, y'all something different. But y'all always, get them illegals out of here. Woo woo. Yeah. Meanwhile, food just spoiling in the damn fields. If y'all don't stop the cap, y'all know damn well Americans not trying to do that. Messing with them folks. But for real, man, I'm looking at it from these illegal standpoint. Not just the I'm talking about law abiding. I'm not talking about, the trash that's coming over here. You know what I'm saying? The criminals. I'm talking about the ones that come over here just want to work, provide for their family. And they've been doing this shit for years. This shit been going on for years, people. Newsflash. But you've been doing this for years, under the table, under the radar. You know what I'm saying? You think you a vital, intricate, you know what I'm saying? Piece of the American machine. And really they are, man. We got to be real, they are. And overnight, you know what I'm saying? Americans turn on you. And now they shipping y'all out en masse, sending, So looking at it from that standpoint, man, I could see how fucked up that is. You know what I'm saying? That is some grime. Because this is commonly known. This is not like something they just figured out. You know what I'm saying? And for Trump to now turn around, and decide, oh yeah, by the way, and try to put it on FBAs like, well, if the blacks were pulling their weight, y'all are supposed to step in and fill in these jobs, Maybe I'm being a little bit, dramatic. But anyway, like I said, man, get them illegals back over here, man. But on a different note, man, this issue of modern day Gen Z, incels, like the rising percentage of young men who feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's pointless as far as, trying to find a woman, a wife in this day and age dealing with modern women. And, I'm not going to lie, man. I did not know who B. Simone was. I mean, I have heard of her, but I really didn't know who she was. And, I researched her and I'm like, okay, this chick that's... First of all, listen, she's not that fine to be talking crazy like she talking, man. But everybody has their opinion. I think what y'all need to understand, you younger men, your time will come. You know what I'm saying? The women that you can't obtain today, because you're not making enough money. A lot of these modern women, and I keep saying modern as if it's some age, right? I mean, women in general. They look down on what they call regular dudes, 9-to-5 dudes. They'll deal with a trapper before they deal with a 9-to-5 dude. So that's the mentality a lot. What you men need to understand, you can build yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be some lonely, frustrating. It's going to be some lonely, frustrating days, But understand, even a 9-to-5er can build himself. And as you age, you get wiser, you get better. You know what I'm saying? And you stack up. You stack up. And, an older man can, attract a younger woman if you on top of your game. So while all the young, attractive women having they doing their thing right now. Certain women that maybe won't give you the time of day because she feel like you not on her level, even though she broke, She ain't got shit either, you know. But her attractiveness. And that's the game. We understand how this works. Hypergamy, woo woo. So, yeah, the young, attractive women are gonna have their fun. It's their time. But as they age, as the miles rack up, as the emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical, uh, you know, wear and tear adds up. Whereas, you know, a man is on top of his game, whether you're in your 40s, 50s, you can still get young, attractive women. And don't let these women make you feel like you a pervert because when we say young, we're not talking about, we we talking legal here. Let's be clear. But they try to make you feel like a weirdo. Don't fall for that shit. Don't fall for the woo woo. They hating. So, yeah, you know, I'm saying for the regular dudes, you know, they look down on you. Like I said, man, every dog has his day, you know, and beauty is only skin deep. And that's what I will say about chicks like B. Simone. I don't know much about her. I never heard of her. You know, after doing a little research, what I will say is she doesn't seem like a very nice person. And I don't care how fine you are, and she's not that fine. Like I said, to be talking crazy like this. Talking about you won't date a 9 to 5 dude, you know. I wouldn't date her. But all that to say, man, every dog has his day. Just stay focused. You know, your time will come. Your time will come. So y'all getting overly, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas ready to crash out here, you know? Yeah, hey man, stay focused. No ops left Skano. You already know.